not at all acceptable. But back then, you know, that was okay. It wasn't right now, but it was then. But yet, then we have modern slavery. We sure do. Do you know what the modern slavery is called? It's called working poor. The working poor is a form of slavery. Think about it. You barely make enough money to pay your bills. You barely make enough money to pay your rent. And you're afraid to say something wrong against your company when your company does wrong to you, because you're afraid that thereby reprisal that they're going to take away your income, which is how you pay your bills and make sure that you're not homeless. Wow. It's not just beautiful. No one ever seriously says to me, "Well, gee, that's okay. I'll just go ahead and take away your money to pay your bills." And then you'll end up on the street, homeless, and end up being the lowest of the lowest class. Nobody wants to go there. I sure don't. Do you? No. So, the thing is that I'm watching these viewership blogs. So anyway, let's just cover real quick. Is there going to be a live stream for tomorrow? I mean, for the Sunday. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Not really sure, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm going to try to have a live stream for that day. Okay. The reason is because I said to you we would have one on the 20th. By the way, for tomorrow, the soup kitchen will be open on the 19th. And coming up in the next 4 days, we see the weather temperatures will be coming down. Right now, today's expected high was 24 degrees Celsius, and it sure feels like it. It's overcast, it's raining, so it's really sticky. The dew point is really high. And the relative humidity is high. So, and I also wanted to talk about something else. It's a health issue. They said that about 45% of Americans since 2012 have been dying because of their eating habits. And not only that, research has confirmed that table sugar is as addictive as crack cocaine. I already knew all that. And also some British research, this was pointed out on InfoWars, you can go to InfoWars.com and get the actual reports, shows that excessive sugar causes, besides diabetes and depression, and it also makes you feel good for a while, which makes it almost just as dangerous as cocaine. Think about it. People who started eating sugar when they were in a funk will constantly eat the same amount of sugar even when they're not in a funk, specifically because it makes them feel good. But then, just like in crack cocaine, you get addicted to the high, and you continue to eat those fats and those sugars and those carbohydrates. And whereas crack cocaine makes your metabolism speed up and you feel like you can move mountains, table sugar doesn't do that. It's I don't think cocaine has any calories, but table sugar does. And so people who are heavily into sugary sodas and coffees and cakes and ice cream and processed foods, of course it tastes good. And that's why they make them. That's why, for example, there's sugar in French fries at McDonald's. You don't realize that. Almost everything at McDonald's has sugar in it. Because it makes you feel good. Have a few extra French fries with your Big Mac. It's okay. It'll make you feel a better person. Until after you realize you get on the scale and the scale says 1 at a time. Yeah, and then you start to feel pretty bad. I know that for me and Dory, trying to eat healthy, because they're both larger people, is not easy. and to know that the sugar that we're ingesting is causing for us this feeling of like addiction is pretty amazing to think about. That, you know, here we are, it's the 21st century, and yet we're eating sugar, like we're 14. Why is that? It's because 14, we're trying to kind of almost think back to those good old times when we were younger teenagers, and how things were so easy. When I ended up leaving home at about 23 years old, I went into such a depression that the only thing that would bail me out was to eat sugar. And like this report from this British research college, I really should get the link up, but right now I don't see. I could look it up. I have to find it. It's on Infowars.com. But anyway, the point here is you can find it yourself. It's in a scholarly journal. It was a 30-year report. It was a 30-year research project, and the whole point of this 30-year project was to determine how does artificial sugar diet affect mental health and depression and obesity and other conditions. And it was really amazing because it turns out that when people hit rock bottom and they started using sugar to try to sugary foods to feel good about themselves, it created an addictive habit that is very much the same as crack cocaine. And withdrawals from sugar is extremely hard because people get sugar in everything we eat. It's not like crack cocaine where you can just go into a detox and avoid buying stuff from your junkie. If you're buying food, just buying any kind of grocery food, you will find that most of it contains sugar. And sugar is going to always be prevalent. You want coffee? You want sugar with that coffee? Yeah, really. Well, who's getting 99 new notifications? Me? Or that's another story. Yeah, this computer's shared by everybody. Absolutely. And it makes it hard because... So, I'm sorry that the individual, like I said, got upset that I said that I wish her the best in her recovery from whatever it is that put her in hospital. And I'm sorry that you feel that you need to file a tort regarding something that was a simple request. Just to, wish you, for others to pray for you and pray for your well-being. And, of course, I also want you to know that we are still having the live stream on Sunday, on the 20th at 6 p.m. That's going to stay. That's even without her being a participant. We're going to try our best to make it happen. We're going to have our live stream on the 20th of 6. Unless nobody shows up. We'll start at 6 and see where it goes from there. And also, like I said, as far as what's going on with YouTube and monetization, Alex Jones, Diamond and Silk, completely two different channels, are working together to file a class action lawsuit against Alphabet/Google for their the illegal censorship of their content producers. Diamond and Silk had lost over 95% of the revenue because of the fact is that they are black and they support Donald Trump and the Republican. Instead of being black, supporting Democrat, and supporting people like Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. There's nothing to support with Hillary Clinton. She's no longer in the running. She didn't win. Okay? And her agenda would not have worked out for you at all. That's something to remember. So people here on you who are pushing the left agenda are causing themselves their own concern. Now, as a moderate Republican, I try my best to look at things from both sides of the spectrum. But I also would like to suggest this. for YouTube. If you really seriously want to demonetize everybody, it should be right across the board. I don't care if whatever. I don't care if it's alt right, alt left, alt middle, alt up, alt down. I don't care what your skin color is. Demonetize everybody. Kill the AdSense program and watch your advertising revenue go, and all your channels quickly drop dead from lack of enthusiasm and a lack of attrition, as people would basically go, well, it's not worth it to do YouTube channels. So then all of a sudden you see all your servers start becoming less and less crowded, and you're going to end up like WebCrawler. You're going to end up like all the other few content producers in the past that slowly did the things that killed themselves, like Excite and all those. I know those are search engines, but don't forget, YouTube, Google are search engines too. Google has this huge information on all of its content producers and all of their customers. They know more about MicheleMarieDalene than I think than the NSA does. Oh, that's kind of possibly a close tie. But the whole point here is by the time you're getting the material out there, you know, you're working hard, you're producing a program, and at the same time, these they're saying is we don't want to monetize people that we think are non-advertiser friendly. That's kind of interesting because of one reason. If something is so-called non-advertiser friendly, here's the first question I want to know. One, who are the advertisers that are offended by this? You don't even tell me who they are. Two, if they're offended by it, what exactly is it in the content they're offended by? Three, would it be practical for us to choose the type of companies that we want to support on our advertising? Let me explain that. A couple years ago, last time I had monetization on, a couple years ago, everything was okay, cool, you know, it's just a small channel. I had maybe like 70, maybe about 50, 60 people. And one housing complex in Florida decided to put a 15-minute infomercial right smack dab right in the front of my video. A 15-minute infomercial. Now, the first thing that would get us is the video itself that I did was only about 30 minutes long. So that means not only did we have to hear about this elderly housing project for rent or the condominiums, but you had to then deal with my 30-minute video after that. And so some people, including me, complained bitterly because we realized that, look, the average audience retention is not going to sit there and watch a 15-minute infomercial on an apartment complex when they really just want to get to the meat and potatoes and ideally watch a video of less than 10 minutes. And I tried to provide that. I tried. Doesn't mean I succeeded, but at least I tried. Okay? Now, so I think YouTube is trying the same old game again. That is, they're trying to make this baloney BS story about the content providers, yada, 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 around a ding dong. You know what I'm talking about. And you know the thing that really bothers me to no end is the fact is that you can sit there and you can bust your tail and write a video and put a video together, and of course you're paying for it out of your own pocket and your money. In my case, I'm using my Social Security disability to help me get that channel going, which means I have to basically, of course, use it for food and essentials too. And that's, you know, that's emotionally draining. It takes a lot of work to do them. You know, after all, I don't like the fact that I have to live on Social Security disability, okay, because of my legal blindness. It fucking sucks. I know. Oop, there's the F-bomb. Oh, sorry. It's true, it does suck. And it sucks a lot, because the fact is what did I do to deserve to live like that? Not a bloody thing. It just is. Okay? Now, as far as the people on the left trying to say, well, you know, you're on welfare, you have the right to have all these things you can have, nice new. And why is it YouTube is saying I have 99 notifications? Let's be honest, YouTube. I'm not that important. Let's find out what it is about. If I, on Facebook, actually. Notification exceptions. Well, I'll tell you what, Facebook. Not anymore. I am totally... Okay, thank you very much. Hit done. Foop. Okay, now, so I'm going to just shut down those notifications once and for all, because I think that's distracting as heck. Okay, so what do I say? The whole problem is that, you know, we put a lot of work into this channel, and I don't care what anybody tells you. It is a channel. It is my. It's actually Dory's, but I shut her Facebook notes down. She's got she goes crazy with all these chatters, games and everything else. I thought it was mine, but still, it's just crazy. So anyway, here's a little point that I want you to think about. YouTube is created content. Now, somebody says one of the things about the YouTube is they control the press. Yeah, they do. They control the press. They control, and I would say, since I control the press, in this case, the servers, the bandwidth, the YouTube, the Google, the AdSense, everybody else, I can take my bat and ball and go home, and you could be left with nothing. But the difference is YouTube has gotten so large, it has become pretty much the main and only successfully well-accepted streaming site. There is no other site that I know of that is as household word as YouTube. I never see anybody say, oh, what do you do for a living? I do videos on Vimeo. What's that? It's like, here it goes. It's like YouTube. Okay. But Vimeo doesn't seem to do as well, which is a Yahoo product. Of course it doesn't. Why? Wasn't it true that Apple, from the first iPhone, actually worked with YouTube to allow people to watch live streaming on their not so much live streaming, but videos on their iPhone originals? iPhone's the first one, second one, third one, fourth. You know, that would be the Apple iPhone 2, 3G, 3GS, which is really iPhone. Then iPhone 4, 4S, 5, 6, 7, whatever. The point is that so wasn't mutually agreed upon between Apple and Google to have people be able to watch live streams on their product. And I thought that was really kind of interesting, because here we are, it's the 21st century, and people are still watching videos on YouTube, even though the iPhone no longer has a YouTube built-in app. Okay? It is still, everybody is still using their iPhones and iPads, and of course their Android phones, which is the one who actually brought out Android as we know it now, and it's on Android devices like phones, tablets, live TV streamers, everything else. It's a YouTube product. It's YouTube has put its, investments into Android, and of course in the Google Chrome, and so everybody's watching YouTube content. Everybody's using YouTube phones. Everybody's on their phones, on their tablets, on their smart TVs, on their dumb TVs, and that's all because of the possibilities are out there. The possibilities are endless. But there's no other content provider that has got the same ability to get a foothold into the live streaming market. Because right now, YouTube has us so wrapped up in gaffer tape that you can't even get in there if you wanted to. Isn't that sad? Well, sorry, it's life. That's exactly what has happened. And YouTube is, it's been doing good because of the original agreement that they made with Apple. People don't really think about how that important was what they did that with Apple. It helped make Apple possibly a good candidate because at the time, YouTube was just a small fry back in 2001, 2002. It wasn't really a big deal. Okay, I mean, it was just being sold off to Google, and Google was getting ready to integrate it into the product line, and that's how it got started. And they got bigger for AdSense, and there's a few other services in between. I think AdPay, AdCopy, of course Google Analytics, and there we go. Oh, and now it's a monetary platform. But not all of the YouTubers are in it for the money. Some of us are just using YouTube just to barely make ends meet, and we don't really push the money as much. But like I said to Alex Jones, I said, I want to join you in this class action lawsuit against YouTube because it's hurting my very small, meager YouTube channel growth. Alright, so that's enough talking, because we've been taping now for about 21 minutes and 13 seconds, and I know how you feel about long videos. So, here's the deal. They're short and sweet. Sunday. Okay, well, actually, hold on a minute. First of all, Saturday 19th, Soup Kitchen will be open for lunch. The Sunday, the 20th of August at 6 p.m. we'll be having another live stream. I will let you know what's going on with this individual that is threatening me with a tort. I don't really know if she's going to really be able to do anything. Honestly, the judge would probably just kind of say it's kind of silly, considering the fact is that no malicious harm was intended. And that's true. You gotta remember, the judge is going to say I have to look at it from the letter of the law. What was the original intent? Asking for people to pray for somebody doesn't exactly go for something that's trying to cause injurious harm to that person. I just like I said, I pray for you to pray for me, to your God or Goddess, to ask for my health, my eyesight, my hearing. I always can use your help in my eyesight and hearing. I just want to let you know that. So if you want to go ahead and give my name and a location to your God or Goddess and your friends and ask them to pray for me, that's fine. I have a problem with that. I'm not going to file a tort against you. I have no reason to. I don't think this person is going to file a tort myself. I think this person is going to realize that it's just going to cost them more money, and they're not going to gain anything out of it, since there was no malicious intent involved. But for now, I want to thank you for watching this and live stream. And I know it's kind of boring. It's a rainy, saggy day. Of course, don't forget Saturday and Sunday. Of course, we'll be here tonight. For those of you who are in the Winston area and who are interested in the Fireman's Carnival, yes, there is supposed to be fireworks tonight. That is when they usually have it. And unfortunately, I don't know if that's still on or not because of the weather, but I have no clue, so you'll just have to just play it by ear. And lastly, don't forget that usually on Saturday they will have the parade around 6 o'clock on Main Street. So if you are interested in the Winston Parade, that would be the time. It's going to be getting dark by the time the parade runs, so unfortunately for me to go out there and video or live stream the parade, you wouldn't be able to see nothing. The picture would just look like everybody would be backlit. The fire engines and the marching bands, you wouldn't be able to read nothing. You wouldn't be able to see nothing. It's just, it's a shame that they don't have it early in the day when the sun is out and people are actually able to see it with a nice side lighting. When the sun's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, but they don't. It's just tradition, I guess. Alright, so for now, don't forget, I'm going to make sure I get to the click here, close the stupid thing. Here we go. Okay? Pray for my eyeballs, guys. Pray to your God or goddess. Pray that my eyeballs, my eyesight will improve. Pray that my health will be good. Pray for my friends and my family. Yeah, and do pray for my mother who said many years ago, go get AIDS and die. She still needs your prayers. Her first name is Ellen, by the way. So if you want to pray for Ellen of Winstead for the horrible thing she said all those years ago, which I have to admit I've always had a hard time kind of forgiving her for. But Mom, I will say right now, I never prayed for you to get AIDS and die. I've always wanted you to know that I do love you as a mom. But I just wish you didn't say those horrible things all those years ago. I'm sorry that, my dad isn't with us anymore. As I said, it will be around Father's Day. My father and I were very good people, and he would have agreed with me 1,000%. And that is that, you gotta try to be nice to everybody because we're only on this earth for a short time. And, everybody wants to go home happy. Even the assholes want to go home happy. And just remember something that Google probably would have give me a thumbs up on. I made the slogan a couple years ago, and I'm afraid it does play with Google. Management reserves the right to be an asshole. As much as that sounds mean and caustic, it's true. Management does reserve the right to be an asshole. But some management tries not to be assholes unless they really need to. I'm one of those people who tries to be a reasonable person. Alright, so for now, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh, I can't forget. It's this hand, because the right way with this hand. There we go. Okay, I'll see you Sunday, okay? Bye-bye.